Hi everyone! I haven't done a live video in a minute, but it feels good to be here on the live video with you. Let me see. Do I want to... I can't find the button. It's okay. I'll do it later. Hi! I'm Bradley. I'm Bradley Biggs-Pomeroy, and I run the group Self-Healing, or Self-Love and Spiritual Healing by Bradley Biggs-Pomeroy. So that's me. It's my group. Just wanted to come on and say hi and talk to you about something that's very near and dear to my heart. If you got the email yesterday, then you would know that, hi Sydney, you would know that I got real deep with the healing of past traumas. I shared something very close and personal about myself, and I wanted to kind of go ahead and expand on that idea today. Hey friend, she says. Okay, so healing past traumas. Now, the reason why we heal past traumas is because the people are like, oh, but it happened in the past, you can't do anything about the past, you know, but that's great, and it's true, you know, you can't change the past, but it does affect your right now. And so you're living in this now moment, and you're reacting from all of these past things that have happened to you. Instead of living in this moment, you're actually living in the past, which is why we deal with healing the past traumas, or healing our relationship to the past. Because, again, you can't do anything about the past. You can't be like, oh, fixed. That's never going to happen. However, you can do something about how you feel, like how you treat the past, your relationship with the past. So what happens here with these past traumas is you have a pain. Something happened to you, and you couldn't process it in that moment. So your mind basically like shut the door, boarded all of it up, and was like, we'll process this at a later date. Whether that you were a child and something awful happened to you, or whether even like you still have traumas that happen to you on a day-to-day basis, whether you're dealing with somebody or whatnot. So it's still important to be processing these traumas like as they occur. And so, since we have all these things that we couldn't process at an earlier date when we were children, we have all of these baggages and all of these things. And if we imagine our psyche is kind of like a big mansion, you know, we've basically boarded up the whole East Wing, and we're like, I'm going to deal with that later. But now that we're older and we're adults, it's important for us to go back to these things to process them, because I know that I'm safe. I know that here in my office, amongst my beautiful plant and my lovely bookshelf, I'm safe. I know that I am safe and I'm secure in the person that I am. So like the past can't hurt me. These things can't hurt me. So I know that I can go back there and I can reevaluate and figure out the lesson that I was supposed to learn, instead of constantly holding that vibration of being in that moment at that time. And I love this quote. I'm sure you've seen it 100,000 times on 100,000 memes in 100,000 different places. But it says, if you never heal from where it hurt you, you will continue to bleed on those who didn't cut you. And it is so true. And when I shared my very personal story, I'm not going to share it now. If you get my emails, read it. That's why I have the email list, because I share things through the email that I do not share, not even in my Facebook group, or on my, definitely not on my main page, but it's something special for the people that do read my emails. That's the thing. So I shared something very special and very close to my heart yesterday, and it was a reason why I had to go back and do some healing stuff. Sydney says, I've seen a lot of that quote. I've seen that quote a lot this past week. Yeah, like, it's a thing. You will. Okay, so what had happened was something happened, and in my everyday life, you know, like a month or two ago, and I was reacting from a place of hurt from my past, from things that had happened to me in the past, with past relationships and all of these things. So I was treating my partner like he was there with me, you know, and it was not a good situation. So I had to go through and do a lot of healing work around it, and I ended up writing out a very long apology, very, very long apology letter to him, and, you know, basically going through, I mean, it wasn't even about, like, the apology to him, like, I know that that's important, because if you do mess up, say I'm sorry, which is another reason why I don't say sorry, you know, for like, oh, I did something wrong, or not wrong, but like, oh, I'm sorry if I stepped on your toe, or I'm sorry about this, or I don't know. I can't explain it right now, but I think you know what I'm talking about. Like when you apologize for being yourself. There it is. I don't apologize for being myself, but I do apologize if I did something wrong, which makes my I'm sorry that much more potent and real. Like I actually care, because I am sorry. Like I'm sorry that I did that, and I'm sorry that I did all those things. But yeah, so if you never heal from what hurt you, you will continue to bleed on those who didn't cut you. And it wasn't him that had done these things to me, it was people in my past. And I had to make peace with my past and realize, like, go back and like sit with all that uncomfortability and be with all of those feelings and really just like accept them and accept what happened to me. And then I like came back to this present moment like, oh, okay, my life isn't over. This is my relationship now. This is who I am today, and it's okay. And the thing is, your confidence, how all this healing past traumas and stuff, the way that it affects your confidence level is that your confidence doesn't just go away all at once. It's not like confidence gone. It trickles out. It seeps out. It like drains away. It leaches away, if you will. And it's like a whole bunch of small little things over the course of a long time. And then all of a sudden you look around and you're like, damn it, I have no confidence. One of those things, a confidence killer, is saying, I'm sorry for being myself. You know, you're like, yeah, sorry. Or when you're at a restaurant and you're like, sorry, I don't want this. It's not your fault. Like, stop saying sorry, you know? It's a confidence killer every time you say it. So cut that shit out. But the thing is, when you want to go back and restore your confidence, you want to start building your confidence, it's important to go back and deal with the past to restore your confidence in yourself. So I was sitting there allowing my confidence to kind of just leave me, and I found myself in a very insecure place because it reminded me of, like, I saw similar patterns from what had happened in my past, and so I went there. I was instantly jealous, instantly insecure, instantly feeling all of these major feelings. I'm not like that person, right? And yet I found myself there again. And it was because of the past. But I'm not living in the past. I'm here. I'm living in today. I'm living right now. So I did some more work, restoring my confidence, restoring my relationship with myself and my partner, you know, because of course he was involved in this. And yeah, I feel like I'm in a much better place. I feel definitely more secure, definitely more confident in my skin. And yeah. And the whole idea here is, like, I think of it as like ghosts. Like, I think ghosts are real. But like our past and things that happen to us, people that do things to us, they like attach themselves to us in various places, and they're like ghosts to us. And they do little mischievous things, and they like get into our skin, and they affect our today. You know, it's not like, oh, this house is haunted and like my lamp fell over. It's more like, crap, I'm having trouble forming meaningful connections with other people because I have this blockage, this person, this idea, this thing that happened to me. That's the ghost of your past. But yeah, so that's all I have for you today. I really, really wanted to keep it short. Just really wanted to get in and out and be done with it. And so yeah, healing past traumas. It's what I do. I go through the past with my clients. Oh yeah. I have some testimonials about what it's like to go through the past with me. And although it might seem really scary, you know, a whole bunch of really fucked up shit happens to like literally everybody. But I'm there to support you and to be with you, especially like when we're doing one. Hey, Prudence. Especially when we're, you know, dealing with the past and like particular specific incidents. Let's see here. So what I wanted to discuss with you, and you both get this, I believe. Sydney, I think you do. Twice weekly, I put out emails on Monday and Friday. They are very deep, very into it. I get into my own healing, so you kind of like know what it's like. I get very vulnerable and very deep, to say the least. But I also I give you tools to help you on your own journey, and I let you know that it's like, it's okay, you know? And I'm going to make sure that there is a link to it in the description to signing up for my email list, which is basically just joining my Facebook group, which you're already in, but I am going to share this video elsewhere once I figure out which button it is. I don't know, it's one of these buttons on here. Anyway, so, and I also wanted to make mention that I'm opening my schedule up for 3 new clients in the new year. Yay! And I'm going to be working on restoring the confidence of 3 very beautiful souls. Yay! And I'm taking applications starting in January, but you can reserve your spot today, right now, tomorrow, whatever, and start receiving unlimited voice and messaging support from me throughout for the whole journey, which is really cool. So if you're interested, drop a raised hand emoji. You know, that one that's like, yeah, me. Either below or slide into my DMs, and I will contact you soon. So, the giveaway. Sydney's here. I want to spend 15 minutes with you. So let's do that. Let's spend 15 minutes. We can talk about some stuff, get real with some stuff. You can open up, unpack, get all this stuff out. I think it'd be really good, you know? That's what I was giving away, and you're here. So let's get the stuff out. Let's do it. Right? Oh, I didn't wave at Prudence. Wave. Yeah, so I will get on, let me see if I can hit this button right here. What is that? Yeah. All right, cool. Sydney says, woo! Yay! All right, cool, awesome. Well, now I've been on here for about 15 minutes. Let me turn this off, and I will talk to you all later. I love you. Thank you for being present to my transformation and yours. Namaste.